Hello everyone. In this video today, we're going to be taking a look at an article from Bloomberg Technology published on April 13th by Naomi Nix, Ben Brody, and Bill Allison. Oracle is leading anti-Amazon lobby on Pentagon cloud bid. Now, to be honest, I don't think the Pentagon should be dealing with cloud computing that's, over the internet at all. Because that is a major national security risk. It truly is. But yet, for whatever reason, in the infinite wisdom of some, idiots in our government, they're actually going to outsource this type of stuff and risk our national security. And to be honest, when it comes to who's going to be housing that stuff, I'm not exactly going to trust Bezos and Amazon. That's just one of those things where you go, I still wouldn't trust, Microsoft, IBM. I'd trust Dell a little bit, but basically, it's one of those situations where you've got some companies in there that you really shouldn't trust, but you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing in the first place. Microsoft, IBM, Dell, HPE are said to be involved in effort. Initiate aims to ensure contract goes to multiple firms. Which probably would be a good idea because you don't necessarily want to put everything in one basket, but it's not like you should be putting it in this basket in the first place, as I said. Oracle Corp is leading a campaign in Washington to prevent Amazon.com Inc. from winning a lucrative Defense Department computing contract that will be awarded in coming months, according to 3 people familiar with the matter. The Oracle-led effort relies on a loose coalition of technology companies also seeking a slice of the Pentagon work, including Microsoft Corp. And International Business Machine Corp., said the people, who described the matter on condition of anonymity. Dell Technologies Inc. and Hewlett-Packard Enterprise Company are also participating, said one of the people. So, you've got this contract, and Amazon, being the behemoth that it is, will more likely end up getting it. And with the views of Bezos, the actions that he's done with his company, like the Washington, his companies like the Washington Post to go after our president, probably not a good decision to use his company when he will take a company and use it to promote his personal views or his personal agendas. So, you've got some other companies here that are a little more trustworthy, okay? HP, Dell, I would trust them over, say, Microsoft and IBM. Maybe IBM, I would probably slip more towards Dell, but better to have them on this than Bezos and Amazon. Their goal is to make sure that the award process is open up to more than one company and unseat Amazon as the front runner for the multi-billion-dollar deal. As part of the campaign, the people said Oracle is holding regular calls with tech allies, courting trade and mainstream media, and lobbying lawmakers, defense officials in the White House, which Oracle is probably the best one when it comes to the whole cloud thing. They have a very solid cloud computing solution. And I guess I could put them above Dell, but they would be on the Dell side of things. The tech companies are jockeying for a piece of the Pentagon's cloud business, which would provide a rich revenue stream and give the winner an edge in government cloud computing. Oracle has long-term contracts with many departments that use its flagship database to store information on their own systems. As the agencies look to switch to cloud computing and market leader Amazon, Oracle's traditional revenue sources could be under threat. Which is very true. And they shouldn't even be going to cloud computing. All this data should be stored on secure systems. Period. Shouldn't be stored on the cloud where someone could try to gain access to it. If fucking hackers can gain access to celebrities' iCloud and, put their pictures out there, all right. If we can see cum on Jennifer Lawrence's ass and her her after taking a shot in the face, you don't think that you're going to have hackers get access to this, cloud that's storing secure government information? Well, supposedly secure, but security, listed or classified, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, people aren't going to hack into that. Bullshit. Oracle has tried to protect its database business by offering a cloud service of its own, but has come late to the market. Yeah. The Pentagon has said it intends to move the department's technology needs 3.4 million users and 4 million devices to the cloud, indicating the massive size of the award. Pentagon officials, including Defense Secretary Jim Mattis, have repeatedly said no decision about the winner-take-all contract has been pre-made and that bids will be considered on their merits, with an award to a company or a team of companies expected in September. But Amazon's dominant market share in the cloud contracting business is seen by many analysts as giving it significant advantage in the competition, which is not necessarily true because when it comes to government contracts, if you look at like NASA, you had a lot of smaller companies with, say, the Apollo program that managed to get, contracts. So it's not necessarily up to the big guy. And that's happened, with other projects that the government is looking to have fulfilled contractually. So it's not limited to say that. Oracle's Katz is said to talk Amazon contract role with Trump. Oh, that's another article, sorry. Of course, Oracle is interested in competing for the DoD cloud contract, and we are equally interested in the mission success of the DoD, said Oracle Senior Vice President Ken Gluck in a statement. The best approach is to have an open competition, allowing of DoD to choose from many competing, innovative, modern, secure cloud architectures, Gluck said, which is very true. And he's right. I mean, it should be like that. It shouldn't just be, oh, well, we're going to hand Amazon because they've got the big, guns. If Hillary had got in, oh, Amazon would have got that. You fucking know it. I mean, that's his girl. IBM said in a statement it has been advocating for multi-cloud approaches for months without commenting on whether it's involved in an Oracle-led coalition. Multi-cloud approaches would probably be better because if you have your stuff spread out over different, say, clouds in the ecosystem, if they compromise one, your other ones are still in theory safe at the time. Pentagon acquisition chief Ellen Lord said the competition is fair and open and that the department continues to have multiple cloud contracts. No decisions have been made, and we are working with a variety of companies, Lord said. I see no focus towards one company whatsoever. How about no companies? Because as we've already talked about here, not exactly the best way to store sensitive information. Amazon, Microsoft, and HPE declined to comment. Dell said it competes with Oracle on hardware products, but collaborates to make sure their products can be used together, and declined to comment about whether it's working with an Oracle group. Yeah, they want to keep this quiet. They don't want to give Amazon a heads up that they're doing this shit. The battle over the Pentagon work is unfolding behind closed doors as Amazon faces withering broadsides from President Donald Trump. I love this. They're trying to make it sound like Trump is attacking Amazon. Trump has assailed the company and its founder Jeff Bezos in a series of tweets and public statements that escalated in late March, criticizing its delivery contract with the U.S. Postal Service and its tax practices. I love this. Trump assailed. Translation, Trump assaulted. Using tweets, he assaulted Jeff Bezos and Amazon. We know where Bloomberg stands when they're trying to say that. Calling out Bezos for him fucking over the American people with the U.S. Postal Service and taxes, okay, is attacking him and his company. Bloomberg, you are disgusting. Your writers that wrote this hack piece are disgusting. The attacks have raised speculation that Trump's true concern is Bezos' ownership of the Washington Post, which aggressively and critically covers him and his administration. All three of you, what do you got? Two on each side of Bezos' dick and one sucking on the knob? Two working the shaft and one sucking the knob? Because this is written by three people, right? Yeah. So, which one of you has got the tip and which two of you have the shaft? Because you're fucking sucking his dick right now. This is disgusting. You mean the Washington Ship Post proven fake news? Okay, yeah. They critically cover them and lie about them. Yeah, that really scares them. Thursday night, Trump ordered the creation of a task force to review USPS business practices. Oh no, heaven forbid that the United States Postal Service get told, hey, quit giving them a fucking break and cost the American people money. Well, Trump has used his Twitter account to press for lower costs for weapons systems such as Lockheed Martin Corp's F-35 and Boeing Company's new Air Force One planes. Any attempt to intervene in a contract competition pitting rival companies would be unprecedented. So, I wouldn't have a problem with them calling them out and bringing to people's attention the shitty stuff that Bezos and Amazon is doing. It also will provide losing bidders with grounds to challenge an award through the Government Accountability Office and courts, which would be likely to unearth emails, phone records, or memos from bureaucrats documenting the interference. God, you guys are funny. Well, Oracle's $187 billion market value is less than a third of Amazon's. It punches away above its weight in Washington, where it has a team of seasoned policy officials and personal relationships that go all the way to the top. Well, Oracle has been the database people for years, and they've been working with the government. That could also be why. Trump personally ordered the Justice Department to hire Oracle's Ezra Cohen Watnick to advise Attorney General Jeff Sessions on national security matters, according to people familiar with the matter. Cohen Watnick went to Oracle in August after leaving the National Security Council, where he had been caught up in a controversy over the release of intelligence material to a member of Congress, according to people familiar with the matter. I love this one. Oh, so you're trying to now kind of discredit Watnick. Wow, you people are seriously sucking Bezos' dick. So, again, which one of you is working the knob? All right, the head. And which two of you are working the shaft? Gluick has led Oracle's government affairs shop in Washington for more than 20 years, while the company sparred with other companies in capital, including funding investigations into Microsoft during its antitrust trial, and more recently supporting anti-sex trafficking legislation that was initially opposed by tech trade groups representing Alphabet Inc.'s Google, among other internet platforms. Which is funny, is right when that, could it be the fact that they were fighting it because one of their key players was involved in that shit? Because right after this was signed, he resigned. You find that just a little bit of a coinkydink? Last year, the company brought on Vice President Mike Pence's former chief of staff and longtime aide, Josh Pitcock, to be its Vice President of Government Affairs. Former Hill staffers Joe Hinsman and Jason Mahler have been with Oracle since 2003 and 2010, respectively. Okay, so they know some people in Washington. They've had some people who work there. Big fucking whoop. You're seriously trying to make Oracle look like shit and promote that Amazon is this good fucking thing. Oh, look at all this bad shit with Oracle. Arr. Will you seriously take Bezos' dick out of your mouths? Oracle's co-chief executive officer, Safra Catz, was an early supporter of Trump, and days after he won the election, Catz visited the president-elect at Trump Tower in New York and subsequently served on the executive committee of his transition team. Trump's inner circle has also shown interest in Catz and spoken with her about the positions of U.S. Trade Representative and Director of National Intelligence, according to people familiar with the matter. Okay, yeah, this has nothing to do with the bid. Okay, you ain't pointing out all the shady, sleazy, shifty shit that Bezos is doing. You're defending it, okay? And you're pointing this out like it's a bad thing. You are disgusting. Seriously, pull Bezos' dick out of your mouths. I mean, this is fucking disgusting. Katz also joined the American Technology Council, a White House effort headed by one-time Microsoft Finance Chief Chris Liddell to seek the private sector's input on modernizing the federal government's technology, among other issues. On April 4th, during a private dinner at the White House, where Katz was a guest of venture capitalist Peter Thiel, a longtime Trump supporter, she criticized the bidding process for the cloud contract, complaining that it seemed tilted in Amazon's favor, according to people familiar with the matter. So wait a minute, just pointing out that it's stacked against other companies and put in favor of hooking up Bezos and Amazon, okay, is a bad thing. Wow. Jesus, Bloomberg. Trump listened and assured her the contract competition would be fair, but made no indication he'd interfere in the bidding, the people said. Katz didn't emphasize that her company is competing with Amazon for the award, the people added. While it is best known for being the world's largest online retailer, Amazon also operates Amazon Web Services, the market's top cloud computing business. AWS has already won similar contract with the Central Intelligence Agency, which is really fucking stupid that the CIA stuff is on Amazon Cloud, alright, hackers of the world, hack that shit. Expose them for their fucking criminality. Okay, please. I would love to see that. And that's just a thought. That's an opinion. It's not a call to anything. I would like to see that. Showing it can manage sensitive government information. It shouldn't be managing sensitive government information. Why should a private company who's going to have access to the data within that database, be like Amazon? That should be within the government. That has contributed to making Amazon the leading contender to win the Pentagon cloud deal that may be as long as 10 years. While Mattis told lawmakers at a hearing on Thursday that it is a fair and open competition for anyone who wants to come in, he also praised the CIA's cloud project run by Amazon. We've examined what the CIA achieved in terms of availability of data and also security of their data, and it's very impressive, Mattis said at the hearing. Bullshit. Because that will never be truly fucking secure. I don't care what they claim, okay? The only way it would be secure is if there was no internet involved. If it was just on a secure network that the government had access to, that's the only way to make sure. The battle for a piece of the contract could be a windfall for K Street. Amazon spent $12.8 million on lobbyists in 2017, according to federal disclosures filed with Congress, but faces well-funded challengers. Oracle said it spent nearly $9 million. Microsoft spent $8.6 million. IBM spent $5.3 million. HP Enterprises $5 million, and Dell $4 million. Disclosures show. Which, if you go look, if they pool their resources, they could fuck Amazon. And I would, if anything, I would like to just see that happen. To have Amazon knock down a peg. I don't want that stuff on the internet, even if it's supposed to be so-called secure and all that other shit. But yeah. The anti-Amazon group has already claimed some significant victories, including Congress directive to the Pentagon and the $1.3 trillion spending bill passed in March to explain why it's planning a single source award for the cloud contract. Those people said, yeah, that's a good thing. While the people attributed the provision to the lobbying of Oracle and other companies, another person involved in the process said the language reflects lawmakers' own concerns about the competition. Oh, yeah, after they got some influence put their way. Another one was the Pentagon's decision last month to pare back a nearly $1 billion cloud contract awarded to Reen Cloud LLC, a cloud migration company, most of whose clients work with AWS, after Oracle formally protested the bid. Yeah. If they're working with one company, that kind of sets things in that direction of that one company. In the meantime, other Amazon opponents have emerged, including a conservative columnist and activist, Seton Motley. Motley said he launched an advertising campaign in the New York Post goading Trump not to let the Pentagon give the cloud contract solely to Amazon. The campaign, which has a companion website, shows photos of Bezos laughing and chatting with Mattis, with a fictional letter from Bezos telling Trump that the contract will really help my many efforts to oppose your administration's policies. Motley said he's paying for the ads himself and has no contracts with Amazon's competitors. Now, that's a guy that don't like Amazon. Amazon is seeking allies of its own in the federal procurement sector. Earlier this year, Amazon hosted an event with several technology companies to propose starting a new coalition aimed at helping the government find commercial solutions for its technology needs, according to two people familiar with the event. Now, if it's non-secure, non-classified, non-top secret stuff, I don't have a problem with them finding outside solutions. But if it's those types of things, that should be completely within the government. There should be no outside hands on it. For security reasons, I feel that way. Amazon is seeking allies of its own in federal procurement. Oh, I already read this. Earlier this year, Amazon is seeking allies of its own with federal procurement sector. Earlier this year, Amazon hosted an event with several technology companies to propose starting a new coalition aimed at helping the government find. See, I'm not with Amazon doing that because Amazon is just going to fucking bully the other companies into that. Amazon hasn't made any announcements about the effort and didn't respond to requests for comment about the initiative. Well, of course they're not going to. I mean, this is messed up. See, the thing is they've got a situation where Amazon has too much control over U.S. data. It has too much power over it. It's in bed with the CIA. And that should go to show when you have Amazon with Bezos and it's bullshit with the Washington Post attacking, Trump and stuff like that, pushing fake news, that you have this situation. I mean, that's the last company that should be involved when they're pushing fake news and lies. One of the owners' companies is doing that against members of the government. Probably not a good choice. So hopefully they'll smarten up and keep this stuff in house. But if they're gonna source it out, hopefully Oracle or like Dell or one of them will get involved and win the contract. That would probably be best for the country as opposed to Amazon. But I think I've covered this well enough, and I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.